Israel Adesanya is done, okay? He is done. He's not coming back. There's no comeback for Izzy. There's no redemption. There's no, oh, he could turn it around. There isn't. He's 34, 35 already. He's done, okay? His downfall is not improving his skills. His downfall is not becoming a better fighter so that he raises his level of competition. So when the level of competition that's coming up keeps raising little by little, he stays above them. He's not doing that. He hasn't done that in a long time. You know, he's really not that much better than when he first started in the UFC. He's really not that much better. His downfall is that he has a lot of defensive mistakes that he makes. He has a lot of things he does defensively that leave him open, that don't protect him, that don't keep him safe, that don't allow him to move and still be guarded at the same time. Some of the things he, got caught with in the Nassourdine fight, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce his last name, so I don't want to do it, but some of the things he got caught with are things that he's been doing for a long time. The moving back while having his hands out, trying to block punches like this and evade while going backwards, having his feet out of position, leaning back super far, trying to get a counter out of it. Meanwhile your torso is super exposed and you're super open for a takedown. Not bringing his hands back to his face when he's supposed to. A lot of these defensive errors he's had since he started when he was like 28, 29 in the UFC. It's not like he's had this big downfall. This is just who he is. This is how he fights. So, it is what it is. And at 34, 35 years old, a lot of these habits are very deeply ingrained in him. He's been doing this since his kickboxing days. So that's why I say his career is done. If a guy who didn't look very fast, gassed himself quickly, didn't do anything really that well in the fight against Izzy, and Izzy was definitely winning, and I think if the fight continued like that, I think eventually he would have TKO'd him or just shut him out completely. If he didn't find those little setups that he found and discovered very quickly that Izzy blocks everything pretty much like this, that fight would have gone Izzy's way 100%. He made a correct read. He adjusted. The uppercut was telling. He faked a takedown. Israel basically blocked like this from what I remember. He shot it up the middle, rocked him. Still was getting beat from that point on until he landed that big overhand. So if he didn't make that read when he made it, that fight it would have gone to Izzy 100%. He made that read at the perfect time. He was gassed. He couldn't take him down. His takedowns were very unintelligent. He was trying to muscle him down. He was trying to, use all his strength and explosiveness. He wasn't using proper technique and switching and chain wrestling and trying to do different things, setting up takedowns in different ways. He very much, I think, underestimated Israel's wrestling and thought he was just going to get him down quickly, and that wasn't happening. So it was basically a stand-up fight, which Izzy was definitely winning despite his mistakes. Nassourdine figured out, again, eventually, that Israel blocks everything pretty much incorrectly, and was able to, I believe he faked the jab, and then Israel blocked it like this, and then he tried to throw a punch at the same time while basically out of position, and got caught, and that was the end of that. So one of the main points being, if Israel gets knocked out, TKO'd by a guy like Nassourdine, who really does not have phenomenal striking and didn't have phenomenal wrestling in that fight either, if he's getting put away by that guy, he's probably never beating Strickland. He's probably never beating, DDP. He's probably never beating Hamzat. Bo Nickel would probably beat him at this point. I actually think Bo Nickel would beat Israel if he fought him right now, especially if he got him to the ground. It'd be over. He could probably beat him in striking too, if we're going to be honest with you. Israel just has so many defensive errors that he makes that he has not corrected, that his team, this super high-level kickboxing team named City Kickboxing, who's supposed to be just this preeminent team that's above all else and has a mastermind named Eugene behind it, seems to not be able to fix the very, very rudimentary, basic mistakes that Israel has had for a very long time, that he's lost many fights over. This super high-level, intelligent, erudite team, which supposedly has one of the best striking coaches of all time, can't fix his basic fundamental mistakes. Yeah, it's over for Izzy. He's not coming back. He's just not. And I gotta be honest. Normally, I don't like to get like. I mean, I do say how I feel, but I'm glad. I don't like Izzy. I think his attitude is terrible. Some of the things he's tried to do, the race baiting, the shaming, all these like weird ways he tries to draw attention to himself by causing drama. You know, he's like an emotional little girl in many ways. I'll probably make another video about that separately. But let's just say I wasn't entirely disappointed to see him get destroyed like that. But his skill set is why he got destroyed. He has not improved. And that's why these guys actually have downfalls. Oftentimes it's not because like they've gone downhill. I mean, he's 35. He's not like he's got a couple more years, but it's not like he's really slowed down. If anything, he's faster. If anything, he's stronger. If anything, he hits harder. It's just that he's had mistakes this whole time. Eventually, a younger up and coming guy figured him out as well as other ones have. So Izzy's pretty much done. Like I said, it's a good thing, and that's his fault. He has no one to blame but himself. You know, Dana White after the fight was like, and again, I'll probably make another video on this, but he's like, oh, you know, Izzy just got caught. You know, he made the dumb mistake that so many of these fighters make for themselves after they don't know why they lost. They say, oh, I just got caught. No, there's a reason you got caught. He's like, oh, Nassourdine's like 27, 28, and Israel's 35. As if Israel's this old washed vet. It's like, no, you can't make that excuse for him. No, he just hasn't upped his skill level. That's why he's had this downfall. That's why there's maybe a 1% chance he's ever going to come back. That's why his career is pretty much over. Is what it is. So, you know, it's the natural, the survival of the fittest. Survival of who has the best skill set. And that is not currently Izzy. So, is what it is. Let me know in the comments below. Were you happy to see Izzy get knocked out? Were you sad? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you think I'm wrong? Tell me below. We'll debate and have conversations about it in the comment section. We'll go from there. Till next time.